Imagine you're the manager of a diverse team of professionals from all over the world. The pressure is high because everyone is expecting you to win big. Now, you probably have someone like this in mind. But I was actually talking about someone like this. Managers of football teams and business managers have a lot in common. As management scientists, my team and I look into the similarities as well as the differences between these two kinds of managers. What can the business world learn from professional sports and vice versa? That's what I try to find out in my research at WU. My name is Jonas Puck. I'm a professor of international business at WU and the co-director of WU's research initiative on sports and management. I founded this initiative together with my colleague Jakob because we saw that sports is a microcosm of our society, and many challenges in sport management can be used as metaphors for management in general. Take association football, for example. Every football coach knows that team's composition is essential for success. But a coach also knows that a team is more than the sum of its parts, and that substituting a single player can change the whole dynamic of the game. The same can be said for teams that tackle complex tasks in a business context. However, analyzing those relationships in a corporation is no easy feat. Most of the time, we as scientists just do not see how managers interact and how their interactions transform into output. Football, on the other hand, is a real treasure trove of data. There are companies that do nothing else but evaluate every touch of every player in almost every professional game in the world. We can use this data to gain insights into how team structures and leadership interventions affect performance. And we can attempt to answer a question that many football fans have asked before. How much influence does the manager really have on a game? This is exactly what my colleague Dijakovic did in her dissertation. She analyzed over 20,000 games in the 5 biggest leagues in Europe. In total, she looked at 111,000 substitutions and how they affected the performance of the respective teams. Findings were pretty clear. The results show that tactical substitutions have a significant positive impact on team performance. This means that the coach's decision do actually make a difference. We were able to show that with each substitution, the chance of scoring a goal increases by a small but measurable amount. This is especially true later in the game, when the players are fatigued. But it also has a stronger effect in away games and when a team is behind in score. This means if the stakes are high and the loss is on the table, a substitute can not only bring a pair of fresh legs to the game, but also fresh impulses to turn it around. This is in contrast to non-intentional substitutions because of injuries. In those cases, substitutions weren't made for tactical reasons, but out of necessity, and we do not see a clear effect on team performance. But we also look at another angle of team performance in football: how to measure it more effectively. In many cases, sports performance is reduced to simple metrics like goals, assists or wins. But just like in business, focusing on only one indicator gives you a distorted view of reality. Together, we developed a new performance measurement system that captures the full picture, both on and off the pitch. Inspired by tools from management science, the system combines sporting and financial performance across all levels of a club, from individual players to coaches to upper management. For example, we don't just look at how many goals a player scores, but also at how efficiently the club invests in them. How much playing time do they get for their salary? How do their skills impact transfer value? And how does a coach's training plan influence long-term team development? On the financial side, the system tracks everything from game day revenues and personal costs to sponsorships and liquidity. What's special about this approach is the interlinked perspective. Sporting and financial performance are not viewed in isolation, but as two sides of the same coin. A good result on the pitch often drives better financial outcomes, and vice versa. By introducing KPIs that are tailored to the realities of professional sports but grounded in business logic, we've created a tool that helps clubs make better decisions. It allows them to evaluate what's working, what isn't, and where to invest next, in players, infrastructure or strategy. However, this is only scratching the surface of all the insights that sports can give us for management science. Or, as the legendary basketball coach John Wooden said, the lessons of the sports field prepare you for the game of life.